A soft sigh left your mouth out of exhaustion as you slumped on the couch. Your eyes fell on the clock striking midnight and then back to the paperwork on table. How many hours have you been sitting here again? No idea. You were completely lost in your own world of worries and work, where your only concern was to get this project. This was the first time in last week you felt like you would actually be successful in getting it, and God, it was filling you with relief. A groan left your mouth as you cracked your neck. Your tired eyes fell on the paperwork and gathering all your energy, you straightened your back, getting to work again, or at least that's what you intended to. A little bit more work and then you will go to sleep. Well, that's what you have been telling yourself from last week. You didn't like that at all. It's not like you would sleep even if you go and lay on bed right now. At this point, you don't even understand your own body. You lean forward on table, trying to focus on the papers again, your hand instinctively gripping on the edge of the table as the black dots appeared your vision. You shook your head once, twice, and then again, hoping they would go away, but it only got worse. Your hand searched for your phone on the couch near you, hoping to find it. A lump settled in your throat with pressure building behind your eyes. You felt the pressure snapped before the droplets of blood. A gasp of breath left your mouth, and before you could register the situation, you were getting up with blurred vision, looking for your phone. A moment of panic gawked at your chest before you stumble across the table. Felt the intense pain traveling to your head, the warm liquid seeping, pooling beneath you, your breath going low, and the last thing you remember was the realization that you were alone in the house before the darkness consumed you. The next time you stayed awake with a stinking pain in your head and numb body, the light too bright to your eyes, which were struggling to open, you could hear your heart thumping in your chest. The rhythm peaceful despite all the aching pain in body. A wee groan left your mouth as you put your weight on elbow, trying to sit up only to collapse back on soft mattress moment later. Your vision becoming dotted again and the surrounding noise cutting short from your ear. A sigh left your mouth in the state of cluelessness. The next time you tried to sit up, you were pushed back on bed firmly by your shoulder. Your eyes immediately snapped to the figure who stood beside your bed wearing a casual shirt and stern expression, your eyes widening a little and your heart skipping a beat. Jungkook, you whispered in shock. He tilted his head, shaking his head in belief. You didn't even realize that you were on bed with ivy attached to your hand. You were alone. Of course, someone did that for you. It was obvious. Yes, you were too out of it to realize it until now. What are you doing here? You mumbled, still staring at him, wide eye, making him scoff. I thought to surprise you with the early return, but wow, you had bigger plans, definitely. He said sarcastically, clapping slightly. So you're done? You asked like a child who is staring at the star for the first time. He sighed, nodding his head, and the next moment you were lunging at him, holding him in bear hug. Gas left his mouth at the sudden attack before he composed himself again at the place, holding you securely, your legs around his waist and your face in the crook of his neck, inhaling his scent like a starved person. Your eyes closed, yet the tear filled your eyes as his scent clouded your vision. I thought I was gonna die. He whispered, making him scoff angrily. How careless can you be? I'm not letting you off the hook this time. He stated firmly, warning you, yet his hold remained protective. Then don't stay with me. You mumbled, snuggling in his shoulder blade, placing a feather case just above his collarbone. I was away for just 13 days and you wrecked yourself, Anna. He said in disbelief, taking a seat on bed while you tightened your hold on him. It was terrible. You don't even want to think about it, and now when he's back right in your arm. It have always been like this. He goes away for a mission and you kind of collapse. You don't even know how the heck this happens every time. Everything just seems to lose its color the moment he goes out of your sight. He himself didn't realize this until the last time he returned from a long mission to you who had lost his visible amount of her weight. He lost his mind seeing you that thin. That was when he realized. He tried his best to avoid the long mission since then, but he can't do that forever, can he? You assured him that you would be fine, but here you were. The thing was that you yourself don't understand this. Body losing its appetite, staying up all night on cold bed, losing focus. You can't control all this. You can only try, and you swore you did. It is your gloomy, heavy heart that weigh you down always without him. Then you shouldn't have left me alone. He whispered, placing another kiss on his jaw. You love this. Being engulfed in his scent like a baby butterfly in cocoon. He always makes you feel like this. Feels like home. You told me you were doing just fine on call. He complained, trying to maintain his control under your soft touches. I also said I miss you. He whispered again, his skin moving your lip to up against his jaw, making him gulp. Don't do that, he said firmly, trying to pull you away. He was melting faster than the ice cubes in scorching sun. Gosh. A vine left your mouth at his attempt to pull you away, your body pressing more firmly against his resisting. Your hand looping around his neck, making him sigh. This is the last time you were this careless one, I swear. He scolded, making you whine again. Jokes on him, because he would hardly leave you alone for this long again. Nothing worse can happen than seeing you bleeding from your head, unconscious in living room, and God. He didn't even had any idea for how long you were there like that. Everything else can go to hell. You just never wanna feel that again. Are you listening? He asked, keeping his voice stern, yet his hand going through your soft locks. You nodded with your eyes closed, feeling the peace settling in your chest at his scent. He could feel your body completely relaxing in his hold. You were sleep deprived for God knows how long. Even though he wanted to scold you more, but you still needed to be in your right mind to understand it. Moreover, he wanted nothing else than you smiling at him again, so he just sighed internally, giving up for now, his hand instinctively pulling your body closer, your head resting against his chest, feeling his heart beating against your cheek. He pulled back slightly a moment later. Suddenly, your droopy eyes fell on his lip, then back to his confused eyes. Your hand softly holding his cheek before you took his lip in between yours. A small smile broke out on his lip as he reciprocated your kiss. Slow movement, as if absorbing the moment filled with longing. You backed off, running low of breath, a sting of saliva connecting to both of your lips, your thumb coming to slowly trace his lower wet lip. You placed a soft, slow kiss on his temple before you rest your head against his now thumping heart. A chuckle left his mouth and a small smile formed on your lips. What a relief he was yours for lifetime, right?